Yo, what's up, my homies? It's your boy Maverick here, bringing to you the freshest take of Carole Tuesday, episode 8. So, that was my best impression of someone who's more gangsta, if you will. And if you thought that was cringy, well, that's what my reaction was to Carole Tuesday doing that celebratory handshake thingamajig at the end of last episode, where they were being interviewed because they have made it into as a finalist on the Mars Brightest show, or whatever the heck it is. Mars Factor X, right? Factor Mars, or whatever you want to call it. Any case, so they are here at the talent show. They already made it to national TV. I am of the opinion that they will probably gain a lot more popularity just by being there, and I still believe that they probably won't win because Angela is there as well, and it's kind of not that interesting when our protagonist already immediately find success, right? So I don't think that's the way that it's going to go, but I might be wrong. It could go against different tropes and whatnot. Now, personally, I still feel that the end result is not going to be determined by talent alone, but there's probably going to be some other factors contributing to it, but we shall see. So, beyond the episode, actually, a big news is that the opening and ending theme for this anime has been released. Kiss Me, I believe, and Hold Me Now? Yeah, Hold Me Now. So the single for this has released about 2 days ago, I believe. So you can buy it now on the webs and whatnot, and it's also on Spotify as well. Since this is a more westernized and I guess more progressive anime compared to the usual norms of anime practices, it's been released on Spotify since day one. So do check that one out, especially the opening. I dig very much. So, I'll probably put a URL down there below as well. I use Spotify, I'm not endorsed by them, but I just find that easier to access music, alright? Since I'm not exactly an Apple person. But anyways, that's a little bit beside the point. Let's just get into the episode right now. So, I skipped the opening and whatnot, and the intro, so let's just begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, Mars Brightest. Yay. All the young dudes. I think I've heard of that before. Oh, a new character? Quite the diva, aren't you? That's 4. Alright. So I guess they're probably going to go through an arc where they get to know each other better, or something like that. Oh. Oh, you know her? Haven't you guys done any research on this? I don't. Well, alright, never mind. Oh, you made it. Wait. You made it as well? Or no, he just got. He's just. fan? Oh. Oh. Carrie? It's probably not the best I. Alright, never mind. Wait, are you a contestant? Ta-da. I guess it's yearly then? But seriously, once you can make it into the Firebrothers. Oh man. Oh wait, you really did make it into the top 8? Okay. But as I was saying, once you're in the top 200,000 and make it into the finalists, I think fame and popularity are going to follow you everywhere. What? What do you mean this old guy's got it? Oh, really? An AI judge. I wonder if that gives a little bit more advantage to Angela. Okay, so of course they're going to be on different brackets and they're going to meet in the final. Come on. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Don't tell me that like they're just gonna transform into like hard metal, right? Oh, already? Okay, this is like stalker like. Angela. Oh. $99 old. Are they a Manzai group as well? Okay, I'm looking forward to this. What in... What? That's... This made it all up through 200,000 into the finalist? Seriously? Nice. So what are you actually going to do? Is this like... You made that color. I mean, you made it through 200,000 people. So, nice. Let me mute this song, just in case. Okay, they definitely have someone else singing this as well. Not bad. Got the moves. Look at that. This is so old school though. And I like that guitar. Okay, I think this is... Oh, I was actually expecting him to, like, end with this. Ooh. I think that was pretty obvious. And it's gonna be OG Bulldog up first, right? A David Bowie song. Yeah, I think I've seen this in like one of the famous songs of rock and roll, but not that familiar with it. Really? So is he gonna rap? Oh. Yep, rap. Bulldog Anthem. So again, I'm gonna be muting this because I don't want to get copyright struck. It's gonna be like 90s style rap, right? Hmm? Ooh. Dang. It's not really rap, it's... should I describe this? The only word I can think of is Italian. I don't know why, but the only word I can think of is Italian singing. I wanted that to be a little bit... opera and rap. Oh, Latin. Alright. So I actually wasn't too far off there. Oh, really? So it's the norm nowadays to write it with AI. Okay. Oh. New song? But again, let me mute this. Their harmonies are seriously so on point. It was a nice touch to have this bala 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 part. Move it up another gear. Okay, that went quite differently than what I expected. I thought it would have crescendoed up, but alright. That's pretty interesting. But I don't think that's a... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the soul in the music. Really? So this current world is completely dominated by AI songwriters. Yay! Although, like I said, it kind of cheapens the fact that this OG Bulldog character has another thing going against him. Matalaishu! Oh, Angela. What are you on about? Yeah, what's her problem? Well, that's a good way to look at it. I agree. For once, Gus is saying something sensible. Alrighty. Oh, it was Ionaru? Alright. Yuke, Drenwood. Alright, let me look at that later. I'll see you guys after the ending. Alrighty, so that was the first day of the Marsh Brightest, and I gotta say, considering that 200,000 people auditioned for this thing, the performances could have been a little bit better. I'm just saying, alright? So let's just break down the performances from this episode, right? So first off, we got the Fire Brothers versus Pyotr. Now, first of all, the Fire Brothers, they were probably the most disappointing contestant of this episode so far. You know, considering, yeah, okay, sure, fine. It's two old men, you know, rocking it out, metal and all that. But at the same time, though, like, they didn't really do anything. They weren't even playing, alright? Like, if you watch them, they aren't actually playing the guitar, they aren't actually shredding, so what was the point of letting them through? Because of the fireworks? Because they're old? I don't get it. That was a seriously disappointing performance. I probably prefer the Samisen guy from last episode instead. If you guys recall, there's I think it was a monk-like character or something who was playing the shimasen, you know, the free-string, the traditional Japanese instrument. That was way more epic than what the Fire Brothers showed over here. So, not feeling it. That was a complete walkover. And Pyotr, on the other hand, did kind of impress me, right? So, like the judge, I think, Catherine, like what she said, you know, completely underestimated him. I did not expect him to be this good. And honestly, that song, it might have been my favorite from this episode as well. Like, I really dig the sort of late 90s, early 2000s, you know, that kind of pop song vibe. The guitar and bass was really grooving, and you know, Pyotr himself gave off a very good performance, right? Kind of reminiscent of pop stars of that age. Justin Timberlake, maybe, though I think there might be more apt comparisons, but something like that, if you guys get what I mean. His moves are pretty basic, but they flowed well, right? They flowed well with the music. The entire performance was coherent, and I really dig his facial expressions. I thought they were completely on point. So I did actually like Pyotr's performance very much. Next up, we got OG Bulldog versus Carole Tuesday, right? Now, OG Bulldog, to be honest, when I saw his name and I looked at his character and whatnot, I thought it was going to go completely different. I thought we were going to go back to the early 90s of hip-hop, especially, OG, Original Gangster, Ice-T, that kind of stuff, that kind of era, the NWA, anyways, that era, right? And Dr. Dre and whatnot, but, well, it was still pleasantly, surprised. I was still pleasantly surprised by his performance, combining opera and rap, and with Latin as well. So I don't know why my mind blanked there. I was trying to think of opera and Latin, but for some reason, they combined, and the only word that popped up into my mind was Italian, right? So that was a brain fart on my end. But his performance was okay as well. Carole Tuesday, we've seen them sing before already. As usual, their harmonies are completely on point, and I seriously believe that is the strongest point of their singing right now. And of course, they were going to win, right? And they weren't going, as the main protagonist, they weren't going to be kicked out in the first round. And to be honest, they probably did put up a better performance than OG Bulldog did. However, like I said, I was kind of not that happy with OG Bulldog having this, other factor besides just purely his performance that might or might not have factored into the decision, right? Him choosing to lie about his background. Maybe the judges dock some points off for that. It just doesn't feel as complete of a victory, right? So that was a little bit disappointing. But anyways, I'd say even just based purely on performance, Carole Tuesday wins. So next episode, we'll probably get the Mermaid Sisters versus GGK, and then Cybele versus Angela, right? So the Mermaid Sisters, actually I saw the Twitter, apparently they are supposed to be a harmony group, so the sisters harmonize very well, so very good singing. GGK, still have no idea what she's going to do. I'm just going to venture a guess and say maybe the Mermaid Sisters are going to win. Cybele and Angela, not really sure what to think about that as well. Maybe Cybele will put up a pretty good performance, and then Angela will top hers, hims. Actually, I think that's a her, right? Cybele is a her. Yes, top her performance. And speaking of the two, Cybele, okay, fine. She's a huge fan of Tuesdays. Not really sure how it's going to be relevant in any way. Like, are we going to start venturing into the romance parts of this anime? And Angela, I've been saying from the beginning, right? I do believe that she is positioned to actually win this whole thing, although maybe not completely fairly and squarely. And by that, I don't mean that she's going to do something to sabotage, or somebody is going to help her sabotage this competition. But I do believe that probably something else will come up, and that will eventually push. The way I'm seeing it is that she's going to win, but it's not going to be purely because of her performance, right? There's probably going to be other factors deducting points from the other contestants, and that's how Angela will win, and that's how she's going to continue to carry a sort of resentment, since she didn't really completely earn it. That's what I believe is going to happen, especially now that they're sort of, really shaping her up to be a bitch and whatnot. Then again, the show might decide to knock her off her horse a little bit earlier into the anime, and it's an original anime, right? So we really don't know. But I'm personally still predicting that Angela is going to win the whole thing. And okay, beyond that, I don't think there's really that much else to talk about. In terms of the animation, during Carole Tuesday's scene, I feel like the animators were probably being a little bit lazy with the animation of the guitar parts, but oh well, I guess. And also, one thing interesting I find is, throughout, this is the first time that we've received confirmation that really nearly all the songs nowadays are made by AIs. It's been a long time since someone heard a song made by humans. And that means that, all the other music that we've heard so far were completely made by AIs. And it's just so fascinating to me. Like, how exactly can there be no human touch at all like even if AIs can make good music, that doesn't mean that humans suddenly lose the ability to make good music as well. So I don't know, is it just a case of nobody wants to take the time and effort into doing this because AIs can do it easier and faster? But I don't know, it's just such a intriguing concept to me. And on the other hand, like, how exactly can Carole and Tuesday prove that they don't use AI to write their music, right? Because, you know, AI music apparently covers all these different kinds of genres, all these kinds of different things. It's not just limited to dance music and pop hits and whatnot. Probably the music that we heard from the festival a few episodes back, that was probably also made by AI as well. It's intriguing, right? It is intriguing. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. Beyond that, I guess there's not really that much else to talk about this episode. Again, do remember to check out the singles from, you know, the opening theme and the ending theme. I believe it's on YouTube Music, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music and whatnot, it's on all the streaming services, so you guys can just go and get that. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything else to say, so I will see you guys next week, where we will continue with the Mars Brightest. So until then, see you guys, and bye.